Hi there, welcome back on Life's Reflections. Well, today I just want to talk about what the learning, unlearning, and relearning process that I've been going through, or that I've gone through for the past couple of years. It's been an amazing time as I sat down to just think about what I have learned through the years, what I had to unlearn, and what I'm still unlearning, and the things that I am relearning. I just want to share from that part of my life where I clashed with so many people while we were planning for our marriages. I clashed I clashed with my father, I clashed with my mother, I clashed with my siblings, I think I clashed with my friends, I clashed with all sorts of people. I think I even clashed with those people whom probably we did not get to talk about what we clashed over, because either I didn't know, or things happened subconsciously, or probably I didn't care much to know whatever had happened. But for what the last 2 years that we have been working together in this marriage, we've known each other, my wife, for a while, but I am making very many confessions to her about the things that I am unlearning and I'm relearning of again. One of those things is to listen to people. Listen to people. Just be slow to speak, wait to speak, and listen to people. From my training, from what I do on a daily, I persuade people to see things the way I see them. I persuade clients to think that the opinion that I'm giving, and of course it's coming from a professional place, that what I'm telling them from my considered opinion is what I think, is the position, is what I think they should consider in making the decisions they are making. I persuade my wife on a daily. When we have to make a decision, we discuss and try to persuade her, say, well, you want to consider what I am saying in whatever decision that we have to make. But I have had to unlearn the thing of whatever I have in my mind. This is my position, this is me, this is what I think, this is my decision. And as a young married husband and as a young father, I have been humbled in a place of just listening to others. In the conference that I attended at the East African Law Society, we sat in a session where we had the older lawyers that have been practicing for a while talk to those young lawyers that have not practiced for more than 5 years. And I was sitting in that session, and one thing that was being emphasized over and over again is that you ought to listen. You ought to listen to the people who have gone before you. You ought to listen to people who have messed up doing the things that you're trying to do, so that you can learn from them, so that you can learn from the mistakes that they probably did, so you don't do the same mistakes. But above all, that you can learn from their experiences, so that you are better, so that you are equipped to do the things that you are set for to do in your career. Now, bringing it to my life, I clashed, like I was telling you earlier, with my parents over deciding quite a number of things. And I wanted, in my view then, to have whatever is best for us as a couple. If I go back in that time, I want to confess that I have learned that there was a better way of reacting to situations, and I would react differently. Why? Because even if I know that I have a certain position, in listening to others, and listening with an open mind, I have learned to pick along the way some things that have shaped my decisions, shaped the way I see the world, shaped the way that I relate and communicate with the other people. When people know that you are listening to them, it is easier for them to connect with you and persuade one another over positions that may be different, but in a subtle way, in a hospital way, in a way that does not necessarily cause animosity. As a young husband, I have learned that there are people who have done this marriage thing way before you were born, and there is wisdom in listening to the elders. There is wisdom in listening to the people who have gone through what you're going through. I am learning as a young father that there are people who have done this parentage thing. I'm a son that has been raised by parents. There are people who have done this. There is wisdom in listening to them. I'm telling you, I'm a hard-headed kind of guy, and I'll have a position informed by whatever worldviews, probably, of course, by my experiences, what you could have read, the testimonies you've listened to, but in there, I strongly believe that there is wisdom in listening to others. They could be younger than you, they could be your peers, they could be your elders, but you listen to them. And if you disagree with them, then you have the dialogue, the discussion on trying to persuade one another. Many times, or sometimes, the persuasion may not happen, or may not go the way you expect, but listening is very, very important in an open-minded learning process. Today, I think I will not clash with my siblings the way I did while we were preparing for our functions. I think I would not clash with my parents. I think I will not clash with organizers. There are things that happened within me. I felt that you are not listening to me, and also they would say you are not listening to us. So I have learned the place of listening, that you keep a cool head, you give attention to what the other party could be saying. You listen to it. You may not agree with them, but the first place of listening helps in communication. Today it has been about learning, unlearning and relearning, and I hope there are those areas in your life you can think about where you need to learn, to unlearn and relearn certain things, so that your life and your relationship with people, communication with people, will be better and better. See you next time on Life's Reflections. Thank you.